Thanks, Tricia. I'm here with Donna Albani, who is joining us from SteamMaster to talk about a very important topic here that we experience in the mountains that most homeowners should be aware of, which is the runoff in the spring. How does that affect our house, Donna?
Well, it's an interesting time of year because all the snow that we have and all the water that's coming through rains and so forth, people don't realize that Colorado is a very wet place to live.
Certainly.
May not be in the air, and we may not see it on top of the ground, but it's flowing in the ground. And what happens is the water pressure, called hydrostatic pressure, builds up in the ground, and just as a nature kind of balance, it looks for a weakness to come in. And so that can be window wells around your foundation structure. It can be your foundation as well. If there's a weakness in the foundation or a crack from a shifting in the property, that can be a place where it comes in around the footer of the structure, and sometimes it comes right up in the middle of a crawl space and just bubbles up like a stream. And what that's doing is causing a high level of humidity, which causes a great deal of problems with shifting and more damage to the structure. It can build up in your subfloor structure and create a mold situation. You'll see a picture in a second about mold that's formed on the bottom side of the subfloor.
There's the mold right there. Yeah. And I've even seen it with the grading when things have not been properly graded on the outside of homes. We'll see, the water start coming in, and I've literally gone into crawl spaces, and it looks like it's a torrential downpour down the side of the wall. And I think it's really important for you to be looking out for these things, not only in your own home, but if you're shopping for a home. This is why we want to get in the crawl space and look for things. Now, if you do experience these problems, I know who we should call.
Well, certainly SteamMaster can take care of all of those problems. And it goes to the next dimension, where if it does come in around your foundation, it is contaminated water, and people need to realize that this is water that's been traveling through the ground, picking up microbes and negative things. So when it hits your basement floor or your walls, your insulation that is in that exterior wall is going to get wet and be held there, and there's no way for it to dry. You have to remove it. And the next step is mold.
Of course.
That's again where SteamMaster can come in and take care of.
I agree. And I think,
things.
You know what, a lot of people hear the word mold and it's just complete panic, that this is my home is ruined. I can never live in it again. And that isn't the truth. I mean, the facts are that this is one of the things SteamMaster specializes in, and that they can come in and mitigate that mold fairly quickly. And definitely the most important part is safe for you and your family.
And the key is pay attention to it right away. Don't let it sit there for even a couple of days, because contaminated water does not take long to develop into a mold outbreak, and many times it's hidden in the wall cavity and you don't know until later on when it's actually affecting someone's health or it's actually causing damage.
And a lot of times you say, oh, it's just a little bit of water, but as you pointed out, that's because your insulation sometimes is completely saturated, catching all this water, and little do you know, you open up the wall, you got a major problem. So these are issues that you should address immediately, because they can spiral out of control very, very quickly and cost you a lot more money. So give them a call, 827-555. I know the number by heart because I've called them many, many times. And SteamMaster.com. They are phenomenal. You've worked with many of my clients over the years and helped them, and I can't thank you enough for all the work that you all do in the Valley, and very, very quick to respond. I suggest you call Donna or any of the wonderful professionals at SteamMaster. Again, it's SteamMaster.com or 970-827-5555. Give them a call. Stay with us. You're watching Good Morning Vail, and we've got more coming up for you right after this.